Ah, the Gorn.
Yep. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about Star Trek Original Series Episode 19, Arena.
Arena.
That is probably one of my favorites, if not most favorite, Star Trek episode.
Yeah, why is that?
Because of the Gorn.
Because of the Gorn.
Yeah, he's a scary dude. He's a straight up monster.
He is.
And I saw this episode when I was a kid for the first time. Maybe I was 8.
Okay.
And it really felt like watching a monster movie.
It does. It has that feel to it.
You know, because he's on this barren planet. Kirk's on this barren planet, and there's this like unstoppable monster trying to kill him.
Yes.
Terrifying to a small child. Still pretty scary to a grown adult.
Yeah, I'd say. I was scared.
Yeah. So you saw it recently.
Yes.
Good. So I want to talk about that.
Okay.
So what are your impressions of the episode?
It was a really fun episode. I will say that the first part, I was kind of like, come on, let's get to the Gorn.
The first half.
The first half.
Because that's the setup.
That is the setup.
That's where
you need it.
The colony of, is it Cestus 3?
Yes.
Something like that?
So. Yeah.
Where the colony is destroyed by an invading force, and then the Enterprise crew goes after the invaders, and that ends up with a superior race called the Metrons plucking the captains from both ships and tossing them onto this desert planet and saying, here, fight it out here. This is how you'll settle this. One of you kill the other, and that's how we'll know who wins.
Right. Scary thing.
Yeah, because the Gorn seems undefeatable.
He really does. He's strong, he's scary.
His skin is tough as nails. He's got giant fangs.
Yeah.
You can throw a rock at him. Kirk threw a boulder on him.
A big boulder.
Yeah, and it barely phased him.
Yeah. He was down for a little bit, but then got back up.
Yeah, that's the scary part of the show is because at one point Kirk just tries to snap a small branch off of a tree to try to clobber the Gorn, and I don't even know if he can barely get the branch off the tree.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look good for Kirk.
It really doesn't. You think he's going to die.
Yeah, and I think as a kid, you're always rooting for the Enterprise crew.
Right.
So you think
the good guys.
Yeah. So the good guy's in trouble. That's why it's so scary.
Right. And he's there all alone.
Right, because his crew can't communicate with him.
Right.
They can't even see what's happening for most of the fight.
Right.
And it all started because basically a misunderstanding.
Yes.
I think that's what we find out, right, later in the episode.
Yeah.
That everything that went on was based on miscommunication. Right?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
So yeah, the I guess the philosophy of the episode, the thing that the Metrons were trying to get across to the crew of the Enterprise and to the Gorn was that you should communicate before you decide to try to kill each other.
Yeah, talking it out is always a good idea.
Although they were perfectly willing to kill whoever lost the fight, the Metrons were also going to destroy that captain's ship and all the crew.
Right. It's a scary thing.
That's a hard lesson.
Yeah, it really is. I think Kirk had the fact that the Gorn was moving in slow motion on his side, though. Like, he seemed to be really super slow.
He was super slow.
Scary strong, but
super slow. So was Kirk, though, right? Remember,
it certainly
there's that one
like
point where Kirk does one of those double-fisted blows to the Gorn's rib cage.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's moving underwater.
It really did.
It was probably very hot. I imagine Shatner was very overheated. He probably didn't want to exert himself too much.
He probably didn't.
But
why should he?
Imagine the guy in the suit.
Yeah, he's probably sweating like crazy.
Oh, man, I hope he got time and a half.
He should. And hydration.
You had a you really like the suit.
I do like the suit.
What is it about the suit that you like?
Well, my favorite part is the eyes. I think they did a really good job on those eyes.
And how so?
Well, they're kind of like a meshy fly eye, but then underneath it looks like it's blinking,
so,
kind of.
I've never seen this. I've never noticed it. I've watched this episode 100 times, and I don't think I've ever seen him blink.
I watched it on my iPad.
High def.
High def.
I'm going to have to watch it again.
I think if you watch it on the iPad, 10 inches from your face, you're going to see the...
So he has eyelids?
Not eyelids. It kind of happened underneath. It was like a movement underneath the...
Oh, behind the metal mesh.
Right.
So the metal mesh is, I think the actor can see through that. It's like a screen.
Right.
But then you're saying that you're seeing like...
movement underneath that.
Oh, we're going to have to watch it again.
Yeah, because I might have read it wrong. I don't know. Like, maybe I was seeing things.
I would like to believe that the costume was that advanced.
Yeah. I think they did a really good job.
Yeah. I mean, the tunic.
Yes.
The tunic was... I gotta tell you, I don't mind the tunic. I think he's just as scary no matter what he would wear, but the tunic did look a bit like a 60s era go-go dress.
I guess that was the time.
Yeah. It was apropos for the time.
Right.
And I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he were wearing knee-high white boots, it would be like a Nancy Sinatra video.
Yeah.
Nancy Sinatra. But still one of my favorite episodes.
I could watch that over and over.
It may be very simple. I don't know. I think that Star Trek dealt with a lot of high concepts, but that one was basically...
But I think it was a good lesson to learn for everybody.
Maybe it will help us to communicate better.
I think so.
So there, the Enterprise crew has done their job.
They have.
And the Metrons.
And we have a love for the Gorn now.
Aw. So sweet. I love it.